Hey everyone, Chef Bachman back here. Today I'm going to do a custard pie or a traditional pumpkin pie. So you can see all the ingredients here. Of course we have our sugar, we have our pumpkin pie spice, so we have cinnamon, ginger, clove, nutmeg, and allspice. Of course a little bit of salt. We need eggs, of course, those are what set our pie. We have our canned pumpkin here and then our evaporated milk. So what we're gonna actually start with is, we're gonna start with our spices. So we're gonna make sure those get nice and incorporated throughout our mix. So we're just gonna give those a stir. You can buy the pumpkin pie spice already made, but I seem to find that it's really gingery tasting, so I like to use my own. That way I can control how much of what goes in there. All right, next we're gonna do our eggs. Okay, make sure you crack them on something flat, right? You don't wanna, if you crack them on the edge of something, then what happens is you introduce actually bacteria into the egg and it makes for a lot more shell fragment pieces. So we're just gonna crack those in there, like so. We'll give that a stir. So yeah, once you get your mise en place set up like I had before, it really goes pretty quick. As long as you have everything ready to go and organized, it goes pretty quick. All right, now we're gonna add our pumpkin here. Now obviously if you have fresh pumpkins, this will taste a lot better, but we're just gonna go ahead and use the canned. Okay, and then we're gonna give that a good whisk here. All right, and then of course last, we're gonna add our evaporated milk. So evaporated milk is just milk that has 60% of the moisture evaporated out of it. So it's basically just concentrated milk flavor. Now, of course, you want to stir it carefully so it doesn't go all over. Now, the good thing about this stuff is you can prep this ahead of time, and then you can actually leave this in the fridge for up to a week and then just pull it out as you need it. That's what we used to use in the hotel I worked at, so we would make 5 gallons of this at a time, and then as we needed it, we would just pour it in. All right, so we're gonna push that to the side here. Now we're gonna get our pie shell out. So this is one of the pre-rolled out pie shells that I had earlier. Now I would suggest that you get some sort of pan to put underneath this, because these flimsy pie tins, when you pull them out of the oven, they tend to do something like that. So you want to be careful with that. So that's why I have a little sheet underneath. Now what you're going to do with this is you're going to fill it pretty full. So you're going to keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going until it goes all the way up to the edge there. All right, that's probably good. All right, we're gonna save that for later. Okay, and then if you remember, since this is a custard pie, we're gonna start it at a really, really high temperature, and then we're for about 10-15 minutes, and then we're gonna drop the oven temperature down to 350 to finish setting the middle. So if you look at this right now, it's pretty wiggly, but when it's done, you wanna shake it and it shouldn't move, or what I usually do is just take your finger and tap it, and none of it should stick. And then that means it's ready to go. All right, so we'll put this in the oven.